Now, the president of Kenya, William Ruto, is a troubled man. He's troubled because he's losing ground and everyone is running away from him. And there is a mass exodus from UDA, especially to DCP, a party that is affiliated to the former deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua. Today, another man publicly said something that has caused, a shake in the country, political shake, or the shake-up. This man is the Kandara member of parliament by the name Chege Njuguna, who officially dumped the UDA and joined Rigathi's DCP. William Ruto is having sleepless nights because when people run away from a man and remains lonely, it indicates how much difficult it is to defend his second term as the president of Kenya. And another thing, President William Ruto should be regretting so much right now. Whoever who advised President William Ruto to dump and impeach the former president, or rather the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua, did not mean well for our President William Ruto. Because the much impact that, let me call it negative impact, Rigathi Gachagua has caused William Ruto is unmeasured. You cannot measure that. Because Rigathi Gachagua is one person in Kenya who attacks President William Ruto directly, is one person in Kenya who has a lot of intel in William Ruto's government, and is one person who is taking away many of William Ruto's people, many of his lieutenants, especially in Mount Kenya. You know, as it stands right now, Rigathi has stamped Mount Kenya, has made sure there is no one who is singing two-term for President William Ruto. Before we go further, let us listen to how Chege Njuguna dismantled William Ruto's UDA, saying that is now officially in DCP.
So today we are here to affirm as Kandara people that I, Chege Njuguna, has formerly beat UDA. I am not going to be associated with UDA. For me and my Kandara people, we are firmly in DCP. We are going to stay in DCP because I have listened to the Kandara people, a mandate to represent them, and Kandara people have spoken in one voice, and they have said no UDA in Kandara.
The people who are around, rather closer to William Ruto, they should be checking on him each day because the pressure might go up. Because, this Kandara MP who has dumped him today, in as much as yesterday, he posted a poster indicating that he's welcoming Rigathi Gachagua to his constituency. Many people thought perhaps it is just a rally, but today he confirmed, saying that now yeye anaongelea mambo na DCP na Gachagua. Mambo ya UDA, yeye hapana, haitakiwi pale Mlima Kenya. Yeah? And remember, it is just 3 days after the Murang'a county leader, the Murang'a governor Irungu Wakang'ata, automatically, let me use that word automatically. Yani, alienda kwa TV station, a national TV station, to tell William Ruto that he's useless and he doesn't want his party. Yani, umeona wakati someone is being dumped kwa message, unaambia wewe, I've moved on, you also it's over. That's the same thing that happened to William Ruto na Irungu Kang'ata. In fact, according to Irungu Kang'ata, he's saying that William Ruto will not take the second term, will not defend, because UDA is in position right now because Jubilee leadership led by Uhuru Kenyatta, by then was the president, was mistreating UDA, was mistreating the UDA lieutenant, and also it was humiliating the then deputy president William Ruto. So out of sympathy, out of that way they were being persecuted by the then government, the people embraced William Ruto and the UDA party out of sympathy. And now, according to Irungu Kang'ata, the same is happening right now. The administration of William Ruto has started now persecuting Rigathi Gachagua and the people in opposition. He even indicated, he gave examples of situations. Pale Isili wakapigwa tear gas, pale Odhaya wakapigwa tear gas, and it was a disturbing video where you see young kids, young people, you know, shedding tears, watoto wadogo, kids shedding tears because wamepigwa tear gas kwa kanisa. Old mamas and wazee wanakimbia hapa na pale because wamepigwa tear gas. It was a devastating situation pale Isili and Odhaya. So according to Irungu Kang'ata, such things that are happening with this administration are the same things that happened with Uhuru Kenyatta's administration, a reason why they dumped Uhuru Kenyatta. And the same is happening. So William Ruto is repeating the same mistakes that made him be the president. Now the same mistakes that is making, they'll make him a one-term president. Irungu Kang'ata continued with the Lord's work, dismantling UDA. He even said in Mount Kenya, right now, UDA ni kama kuuza pork kwa Waislamu. People don't want to hear anything to do with the UDA party. Hata ulete yote ile, bora tu ni party, but not UDA. And that is why Irungu Kang'ata equally damned UDA. Akasema kwamba going forward atatangaza the party he will be vying from, where he will defend his position from. And there's something Jeremiah Kioni spoke about recently that makes a lot of sense. In fact, Jeremiah Kioni said President William Ruto might not vie or rather defend his second term using UDA party, because UDA party is not sellable in Mount Kenya region. And you know, Mount Kenya is the region that made sure William Ruto became president. And also there is that idea William Ruto has that unajua Mkikuyu ukimpatia pesa amebadilisha nia. That is the mentality is going to seek votes for with. And but according to Jeremiah Kioni, Mount Kenya is now slippery. And for William Ruto to go to Mount Kenya to seek for a second term, he will never go there with the UDA. They must form another outfit, maybe with the ODM or any other coalition they may come up with. Yeah, because everyone in Mount Kenya is running away from William Ruto. And there is a statement that was written today morning by Kanini Kega. Kanini Kega said gave a three statement saying mass exodus loading. Kwa hiyo inaonyesha wako na intel kwamba kuna viongozi wengi zaidi wanatoka pale UDA na wataingia DCP because Kanini Kega is in DCP. So you realize William Ruto sasa hivi I guess is having sleepless nights. Sasa pengine amehamia pale Ujaluo, amehamia ODM. ODM has been split. Edwin Sifuna amekimbia na ODM yote. Amebaki na chungwa tu na ni ile kali yenye meoza. I don't know what William Ruto is planning. I don't know what atafikiria nini. Atafanya aje? That's what tunasema kwamba wale wako karibu na William Ruto tafadhali muangalie. No wonder siku hizi anakonda sana because ukisikia kidogo Irungu Kang'ata amehepa kidogo, Chege Njuguna amehepa kidogo. Yeah, losing someone like Irungu Kang'ata, Irungu wa mabarua, you know the kind of role he played during the 2022 campaigns. Anyway, I don't know what you think. I know you have your opinions too. Write them down there in the comment section. I'll respond to each comment. We shall have a discussion there. Perhaps it can form a basis of whatever we're going to talk about in the next video. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new content. And equally, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing our content.